We have to create a whole new team in the Watch Dogs Legion online mode, and some characters and perks that weren't that strong during the single player are extra nice in the multiplayer. So in this video, I want to go over the best characters you want to recruit, where you can find them, and some other tips that will help you create an amazing team. So if you like that, then a like on the video would of course really help me out. And let's go. A quick reminder for a Watch Dogs Legion giveaway for 2,500 credits, so you can get something from the store without paying yourself. If you want to participate, you can click the link in the pinned comment, and you have to be a subscriber of this channel before you enter. Good luck. I know one of the most powerful and popular characters in the game is the Hitman, and the specific location from the single player where you can find one still works in the online mode. It's over here on the map near the tactical ops icon. Like, you can fast travel very close by, and if the Hitman is not here, then you sometimes have to like fast travel to this location again and again, and then he will spawn. Although he only seems to appear at night, so keep that in mind. And it's kind of hard to change the time of day in the online mode, so you kind of have to wait and then go to this location. The Hitman is of course great because he has a great arsenal of weapons, a Desert Eagle and a G36. He has the combat role and can also instantly take out enemies if you have a gun equipped. But yeah, you see footage here from the single player, and that's because you need to complete the tactical ops first before you can recruit a Hitman. And this is the raid-like activity that right now, at the time of this recording, is not out yet. It will release on March 23rd and also requires a really good team of players. So this character will only be for people who were able to get through that activity. But yeah, before you even try the tactical ops, you want to have a solid team of other good characters. And these characters can also help you during all the other online activities. And really the most important thing when you start out is that you want to switch to actual guns as soon as possible and ditch the shock weapons. It's really smart to save up some influence for a mechanic, for example, because they already have the nail gun, which is surprisingly good, and with this character you can of course also summon a cargo drone to very easily get the hotspot locations in London. There are 10 on the map and they reset each week on Tuesday, so you want to make sure that you do them before that point for new masks, but also for extra XP and influence. So really having a mechanic on your team early on to get to these spots faster is a must. They are everywhere, but one good location is, for example, over here on the map near the bare knuckle arena in the Solar Garden. But also smart to keep an eye out for regular citizens early on in the game, because high chance that you, for example, find a cheap recruit with a silenced MP5 or maybe already a great assault rifle. Getting them into your team will let you do way more damage during the early ranks until you can finally recruit some of the elite enemies at level 10. Because just like in the campaign, the Albion and Clan Kelly members you find in the different camps are one of the most solid recruits, especially because a lot of the missions have you fight armies of soldiers. So yes, just go to an Albion or Clan Kelly site, which you can of course easily spot on the map, and when you are there, just use the cameras to scout the area, scan all the enemies, and save the ones you want to your contact list. And then you will easily spot the most common variants, like the one with the elite cloak can be really nice because you can use this while shooting, and overall using the cloak in the multiplayer to revive team members is super handy, making the regular cloak, I think, the best gadget during online. So yeah, with this character you basically have two of those cloaks, because you can use one while the other is recharging. It's also amazing when trying to get away from the police, for example. And of course, you are the police yourself as well, and that's of course a nice perk of any Albion character, is trying to blend in restricted areas. Something that is a ton of fun to do with friends. It's of course a bit harder. No, but because you will be infiltrating mostly Albion areas in the online, having an Albion recruit and using them is very handy. The only downside of this particular elite cloak character is that you can only use a shotgun as a regular weapon and have to use shock weapons in the other slot. Like sure, shotguns are great from close range, but overall I prefer auto rifles, so that's why the kamikaze drone variant is better in most combat situations. Like the kamikaze drone can be pretty nice to take care of enemies from a long range, even when they are behind cover, or you can easily blow up vehicles, which is sometimes also needed for objectives. No, but the P308 semi-auto rifle is just better than a shotgun, although it's still not like really my favorite because you cannot hold the trigger. The nice part is though that this Albion soldier can also use any other assault rifle. So if you recruit other characters with assault rifles, they can select it for this character too, making it even better. And one of those other assault rifles is of course an AK. And there are random characters who can have an AK as a perk, but also Clan Kelly members who are of course easier to find by going to their hideouts. I also found a different Clan Kelly captain who has a shorter injury time, which will of course make sure that you can use him again faster after he died from an injury. So totally keep an eye out in these camps for like rare variants of these enemies that can have an extra perk. But yeah, this is just a great all-around character. I now use another assault rifle in another slot thanks to having a random recruit with the G36. So a nice combo going. It is kind of weird though, because I now do not see the G36 in the weapon selection menu anymore after the recent maintenance. While you do see that I have it equipped, so that seems to be bugged. Either way, that is how the weapon system should work, although just using the AK on this character is still great. You also have LMG variants for both Albion and Clan Kelly, and those will be super nice during the tactical ops because they will be fighting a lot of drones with more health, so getting one of those at least will be nice. And overall, just having a small pool of characters to fall back on for if others get taken out is really smart. Just like recruiting characters for nice passive benefits. Like the police contact perk is great because it gives you shorter arrest times for the whole team. And good to note, by the way, not sure if you knew this, but you will be arrested if you get killed by an Albion soldier, and you are injured when you get downed by Clan Kelly members or like fall from a building, for example. So it might also be smart to have a character with the priority care perk, and we actually found both characters during night at the bank fast travel point over here on the map. If you leave the metro station and go to the right, then you will find these recruits. It will likely be different for you, but this spot seems to be great for recruits with the police contact and the priority care perk. And another spot you want to go to is near the MI6 building, because a high chance that you find a spy over here on the map. So very close to that building. We found a lady over here during day next to a spy car. But if that character is not there for you, they can always go to the county hall over here on the map, because here you can also find a spy if you are lucky. So just look around here and then you will likely find a spy and can recruit them. And then you can summon the spy car yourself, of course, whenever you want. It's not only really fast, but can also blow up other cars thanks to the missiles in the car. If you prefer to go stealthy, they can use the cloak on the car, which is kind of nice. And for infiltrating areas and doing it stealthy, we can of course use the silent P9. And you also got an extra gadget, the spy watch, to jam enemy weapons. And like in the online mode, you will be fighting many enemies at the same time. So using this will be great. And these are just some characters that we tried out right now in the online mode. But I'm sure there are more characters that will be great. So I might highlight them in future videos. Totally subscribe, of course, for way more Watch Dogs Legion online content if you haven't already. We got way more videos planned. A like on the video would, of course, really help us out. And totally check out my previous video on the recent Legion update, new season pass missions, and way more. You can watch that by clicking on the screen. For now, I will speak to you next time, and goodbye.